All right, so what are the most common errors that you're seeing out of the bunker currently?
Hit the side of the bunker.
Side of the bunker, so it's not getting up.
Yes.
So are you hitting it thin or hitting behind the ball? Kind of no sand or too much sand?
For me, it's too much sand.
Too much sand?
For me, too much.
Too much sand?
I'd say no.
Not enough?
No, not enough for me.
Not enough?
Actually, yeah, I was going to
It
say, I don't
varies.
know why I
So
said
Justin,
that.
I'll have you come around this way.
I don't have
Actually,
to.
have the group just walk around on this side so you can see this.
Okay.
All right, so first thing, there's a few fundamentals I like to focus on. One is ball placement. It's gonna be a little bit more forward, but it can change per person. Some people might need it more back, some people might need it more forward, so we're gonna figure that out. Most importantly, I need to have some knee flex in the bunker. So the reason is because all of our clubs have that bounce, that wide sole. It's gonna help us splash it out. Getting the handle lower, which is the opposite of chipping, is gonna help us get it more up. So we're getting wide for stability, we're getting low for stability. So in bunkers, there's two things. I like to think of the lower body as our stabilizer and our upper body as the motor. This is what's controlling the shot. This is stabilizing us for the shot. Now we might move a little bit with the lower body, but on a full swing, if I start driving through it, I'm probably gonna throw the club into the sand too early because we're gonna sink down into it, or I could hit it too far if I catch it clean. So we're gonna dig our feet in a little bit. I'm not gonna grip down on the club if I dig my feet in because I want the club to enter a little bit behind the ball. I get wide, I get low. The next piece a lot of people forget is I wanna take this lead knee and I wanna flex it into my balls of my left foot. Most of the time I see people very stable like this, and then they'll get back because we don't have that extra weight or lean into that lead foot. So I'm gonna lean into this lead foot here. So setup, we're gonna go wide, we're gonna go low. The handle of the club's gonna be low, we're gonna lean into this lead foot. Ball position is gonna vary from middle to forward off our lead heel. Now, motion-wise, we're gonna figure out whether you're a U swing or a V swing. That'll be more of a thing that I'll see with your actual swing, but a U swing is just a wider arc. Typically, better players go with a wider arc to play more of the kind of chunk and run out of the bunker, and then the more vertical arc will help us catch more of the ball first. So one drill we're gonna do, we're gonna set up, we're gonna draw a line back. We'll set up so that line is inside our heel, and we'll draw 3 lines. I call this the umbrella drill, like that. So we'll have one line, which is our ball position. We'll have 3 lines here. We're gonna start to see if we can start to get the feel of not hitting the sand early or hitting the sand at the right time. So what happens if we're back here, that could be our weight. So I want us to start feeling the torso more activated. So this is more engaged with the arms on the way back with a little bit of torso turn, and on the way through, it's more torso and arm driven. So with these 3 lines, we'll start with line 1, which is our ball line. We'll hit this. Then we'll go to line 2, we'll feel more torso turn, and all the way to line 3, we're gonna feel a little bit more turn of our torso. So again, when I see errors, it's mostly because the lower body's moving too much. I wanna see just a little bit more arm action on the way back, a little bit more torso on the way through. The next piece is the bounce needs to be engaged. Now, that's part of our setup, but I find this to be one of the most important pieces, is a lot of people like to set up with the face square on. I wanna see that face tilted open. Now, you might think it's physically open, but if I had a magnet here with an arrow on it, it's gonna be pointing straight up to the sky. So if I was to hit the shot, even though it's lofted, I'll call it lofted and not really open, it's gonna be pointing straight to the sky. I'm leaning left, and for me, I'm thinking a little bit more hinge, arms back, and then torso and arms on the way through. So then we can get it out, up onto the green. All right, so let's split up. We have